Good morning, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Porters securing the perimeter as usual. I hope you enjoyed the bank holiday weekend and the Jubilee. Oh my goodness. Yes, I'm sort of confused myself then because I'm like, wait, hold on a minute, we haven't had the Jubilee. But when you watch it, we will have had the Jubilee. So later on this week, I have the most wonderful 2 days planned. One of my Christmas presents is finally happening from Carrie, so we're going to see two cellos, which we both love, and it is actually their final tour because they are not separating, but going their separate ways basically. So we are going to stay at the Four Seasons in London, and we are going to watch the Trooping of the Colour fly over. So we're going to be having afternoon tea, I believe on their terrace, and watching that. So I don't know if it'll be in this vlog though, because it's Sunday and there's a lot of vlogging that I can do between now and Monday, so it may be in the next video. Today is my day for myself. Sunday is usually my day for myself. I have a few things that I need to do, a few things that I love to do. Last Sunday I baked a cake. I'm going to bake another cake because said cake from last week is finished. So I'm going to do that. I'm also going to make lemonade with my Thermomix. I found that it has a lemonade recipe, and after having the homemade lemonade at Farmhouse, it was delicious. Slightly too sweet for me, but delicious. So I'm really going to try and make my own lemonade, perfect it. I can obviously freeze it and defrost it if we want to have it for like parties and things like that. Honestly, having lemon trees for me has been the gift that keeps on giving. I might even get more because I have loved this so much. So I'm going to do that. I've got my pots that have arrived from Hello Petal, which I really need to get potted up. She basically releases these kits, and we did them together in one of my videos. I'm doing them by myself this time, so I'm going to get everything potted up. I'm going to follow the tutorial that she posts on her Instagram, and she's really good because she does obviously do the normal like beautiful floral like arrangements. But her thing is a little bit more niche, which I love personally. I like having pots around my home. I like having things that I can potentially pick and use that are also just not gonna, for the most part, die. Although a lot of my pots have died, so I have to clear out a lot of my old pots. One thing I will never buy again is French lavender. That is the one thing that I'm not doing again. So I need to get those potted up. I've just done a bit of shopping, and I found myself my dream pair of Loro Piana Summer Walk shoes. They are basically the sort of slip-on moccasin style shoes, but I found them in tan with a cream sole. Oh, I found them in on My Teresa, and I placed my order. Luckily, size 5 was not in stock, but they say to take a half size down, and size 4.5 was in stock. So fingers crossed they arrive next week, but they're beautiful, like soft tan leather. I do want to get the cream suede as well, but anyway. It's lovely and sunny here today. I'm going to open up all of the patio doors. I've put the cushions out, and I'm just having a little bit of at-home time, and I live for these days. Ali's on his way back from his stag do with his friends. I'm going to light a candle, get the music going, and I'm going to get the pops on and the cake probably. I'll probably do the cake first so that I can pop that in the oven, and then I'm going to do the pops, and hopefully then I'll have time to do the lemonade as well. So let's get going. Oh, I need to get my candle. One sniff of this, and it was a no-brainer. This is I can never say this name, but it's a Beauty Pie candle. I'm going to order these in bulk. Reversed as, I'm not even going to say it. Here, look, you can see for yourself there. That's the name, just there. But it basically is a basil candle by the smell of things. So I'm going to pop that in my little terracotta pot, even though it's a beautiful shade of green anyway, because this is part of what I love about being at home. I just love all of this stuff. I'm having a bit of a faff and a bit of a tidy up, putting everything away, cleaning up, getting these doors open. The sausages are in the garden, just airing everything out. Can you tell I'm in a wonderful mood, even though you can't see me? Hello, sausage. I'm gonna go hide under the sofa. So my favourite part time to collect the lemons. We are also nearly ready to have our first little harvest of strawberries. Look at all of these coming through. This one is absolutely massive. I think I need some propping up a little bit, but I need to get those in some bigger pots. Everything needs a good water, as usual. And look at the vines. Right, I have started making my cake. So I'm just doing the lemon peel first. The oven is on. I've just opened a fresh box of loaf tins. I get these from Amazon because they're just easy to buy. They fit in my loaf tin and they look nice. So I just buy those ones. That's on, ready to get baking. I have just refilled the majority of my surface sprays with a honeysuckle and jasmine flavour or fragrance. So the house smells so lovely right now, and I'm just giving it all a little bit of a refresh. And now I really shouldn't be wiping down the surfaces, to be fair, because I'm about to do the potting in here. But we are going to get cracking on doing the pots now. I think I'm going to use most of them outside. I need to redo the table one as well. So I'm going to pot them up and see how I get on. Cake is in the oven now for 40 to 50 minutes. It's already starting to rise, which is lovely. And yeah, let's bring in these boxes because there's a lot. Oh. So they come like this, and it's so beautifully done. We've got lots of little thyme sprigs here that you use for a bit of structure. We have some lovely blooming thyme as well. I use so much thyme because I have a lot of honey and thyme tea. At the moment I use the thyme from my garden, but I want to be using the honey from these here. We have some white lavender, which looks stunning. We also have, what is this one? I think it's oregano. And we also have some rosemary, which I just love. I love rosemary so much. And some more little white lavender, and voila. Then we have, I believe this will be some moss. So cute, they come in these little, yeah, so we've got some moss in there. Little Spidey on that one. Little Spidey. So she usually gives two types of moss. So she calls it, this one, bun moss, and the other one's a little bit more rustic. Pop that there. Oh, never mind. This will be some gravel, so this will act as your drainage in the bottom of your pots. And this will be your soil, although I'll probably have some soil somewhere. I'm going to pop. Oh my goodness, heavy pots. Oh, are these pots different? No, they're not. It says, hello Petal. Thank you so much for your order. Firstly, give your living kit ingredients a really good drink. Then, to watch the step-by-step tutorial for your kits, please head to hellopetal.com/tutorials. So, I'm going to pop these in the sink. Some water in so that their roots get a good wash, a good drink. This is the second box, and this one, it looks like it comes with a bigger planter in it, so then I'll link all of the different ones that she has in them so that you can order the right ones. And I'm going to get these in the sink as well for a drink. Yeah, so this is like a little herb pot, this one. So I might use this one on the, I like this pot. Oh, really like that one. But again, you get the sprigs of thyme, all of the little bits in here that you'll need, soil, moss, etc, etc. I actually cannot cope with how gorgeous my sink looks right now. That is getting an Instagram picture. And the final box, which I think is the single kit. Yes, so this is one pot of lavender, which I might order some more for my dressing room. So this is like the single one. Pop this in the sink as well. How glorious does this look? I wish my sink always looked like this. How lovely. I'm just giving them all a drink in the sink. That rhymes. And I've got about 3 minutes left in the oven, so I think I'm gonna wait to get my hands dirty, check this, and then, yeah, about 1 minute left, and then see what we can get on with next. It's had 40 minutes. I think it's going to need, let's put it in for another 10, let's do 8, no, 7. Be on the safe side because it's still quite, oh no, I think I can take longer. 10 minutes. Well, that looks exceptionally lovely. I'm gonna leave that to cool whilst I finish off the other pots. There we go. Making such a mess. Right, do the next one. Right, I have done the single white lavender in this pot here. I don't think it's going to live here though. I'm going to pop this in my dressing room. I've done the trio here on the table in the kitchen because I think it looks quite nice. I'm still faffing with this area. I've also had a little bit of a tidy up outside and kind of identified where I want to have some more pots and plants and change up the pots on here because this just looks so lovely. This is the tablescape. So you could put a runner underneath this and just basically, it's a herb garden whilst also looking beautiful on your table. So I think I'm gonna get some more herbs and head to the garden centre because I have a lot of pots left over, and then get some white lavender on here and some white lavender and other bits and pieces on here. I've just been changing things up and making it look nice, but how incredible this area is looking. This is all of my white roses and the pink rose arch that we will eventually one day replace with a white one. We have Winchester Cathedral roses and Tranquility. I believe these are the Tranquility, or is it these ones? I can never tell the difference, but neither of these are particularly fragrant roses, but they always look so full and flumpy. I have just popped the drizzle on the lemon drizzle cake, so I'm letting that all soak in. And I have picked some lettuce from the garden. So this is, I thought it was iceberg lettuce. It's not. It is pretty much just, it's called garden lettuce and it is delicious. I'm so glad that I've been able to grow this because it is wonderful. So I'm going to wash this up, make a salad, and then have a bit of a sort out still in the kitchen because we are still organising. But Ali is now home from his trip. I'm probably covered in mud and looking a little bit dishevelled because when I opened the dishwasher, there was a very, very large house spider just on the corner there. I have never screamed so loud in all of my life, and Ali came and saved me from it. It was huge, like the big wolf spidery type ones. Ugh. Honestly, that's just made me shudder. Enjoying snuggling together. I've got another bed in the other room, so you don't have to do it. Oh, big sigh from Barcellini.
What's your snoot? Snooty snooty. I need to order you a new collar. And I need to order you a new collar because they've both been chewed. Dear me, you look like such a scruff. Such a scruff.
Right, my to-do list for the day is not over. Now I need to water everything in the greenhouse. I'm going to give my cucumbers and my courgettes a good feed, and my tomatoes as well. Probably the lemon trees as well. I need to pick some more lemons for the lemonade because I've still not made that. I need to pot up some more of my strawberries because I'm loving how they're looking, and I just want to get that whole strawberry board covered in strawberries. Just give everything a good drink before I head inside to make the lemonade and crack on with everything else. Well, everything is watered and those strawberries are looking very good. I've just planted a few more up and I'm letting them trail down now, letting them just hang so I can come in and pick them in a couple of days to have on some breakfast, I think. I need to grab 2 more lemons and then we're done. Good afternoon, everyone. I am picking up my vlog. I was going to say dressing gown then. I'm picking up my dressing gown. Definitely not picking up my dressing gown. I'm picking up my vlogging camera a little bit later on in the day. I've been staring at screens all day, whether it's my laptop, my phone, so my eyes always go a little bit sort of skew-iff, just like my words. Also, my hair. I decided not to do my hair today, and I feel like that was an error because I've got all of these lumps and bumps in my bun, but I just thought, you know what, I can't be bothered. I thought I'd give you a quick update on my jaw, by the way, because I would say that this is the closest I have got to curing my headaches. We took it like really gently with it. We didn't put too much in, and I would definitely say that I think if we did a little bit more next time, I would be for the most part cured. So it's really funny, there'll be certain times when I realise that I'm like biting at the front of my mouth, so I can't really like subconsciously clench my jaw anymore. So now I know when I'm at a state where it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm not concentrating or I'm not paying attention, but I can feel when I'm just delicately biting at the front of my mouth. But with regards to headaches and the constant sort of stream of paracetamol, I would say that I have gone, how would I put this? I am probably having 10% of the paracetamol that I was having before. At most, like at most, I'll have, when I haven't got like a hangover or something like that, when I'm a little bit delicate, that's when I'll have more paracetamol, but that's a different kind of headache. That's a hangover. The day-to-day is very much of the sort of, if I have any kind of like ache at all, 1 paracetamol for the entire day and I will be fine. That's rare now. I go like days without having any kind of headache, and it has made such a difference. I had quite a few people that were commenting on it, being like, you're just doing it to slim your jaw. I didn't know that it did that. I didn't know that it did that until I Googled it afterwards. I actually think it has had a positive impact on my profile, because I don't think that I'm tensing so much now that this area is constantly tensed. So it's had a good impact, I would say, both aesthetically, but more than anything, health. And I feel like I've really kind of come on. Like, I feel like I have documented this and spoke about this, and this really was, it's something I'd heard a lot about. I didn't think that it would work for me. It seemed too like quick and easy to combat it. But also when people would talk to me about the sort of issues with whatever it's called, I thought it was called TMJ, but someone did correct me. I thought that the symptoms were that you'd wake up in the morning and it would really, really ache. I never really experienced a huge amount of like the aching. It was when it was pushed on, like if someone pushed on my jaw, I was like, wow, that felt good. But for the most part, it was the pain and the aches and the actual discomfort of it was almost migrating over my head, neck and shoulders. So I've had a really positive outcome from it, and that is the best thing that I could have hoped for, basically. But I thought I'd give you a bit of an update. And also, I always like to just make sure that I obviously put any, because I can understand, like, sometimes I listen to things back and I'm like, God, Lydia, you do explain things really badly. So I only realise once you guys have got the complete wrong end of the stick of me saying something that I'm like, oh, I should probably clarify that. So I'm just clarifying that as much as I didn't think I had a particularly round face, you might have thought differently, but for me, this has actually changed my life. So much so that quite a few people that I know are like, I have only just realised how much I'm constantly clenching my jaw, and I think I'm gonna have it done as well. So yeah, it's a positive, big thumbs up. This is my new treatment of choice. Yay for not suffering the world's worst headaches anymore. They were so debilitating. Mainly today, I have been in my dressing room. I've had a bit of a reorganize. I didn't vlog it because I've done this so many times, and this was very spontaneous. I just kind of got rid of old pajamas, old underwear, and just made space for some new bits and pieces to go in, and it's very, very cathartic. I've just had 2 bags from Theory delivered because I found my lovely dress. So the dress that I've got in black and white has just been released in another colour, and they have sent me a very, very beautiful dress as well. So I thought I would get into those with you. I've also been doing some last minute shopping for a potential little mini, like maximum 8 people garden party over the Jubilee weekend, and I'm not huge on like flags. I know it's very is it patriotic in the UK? I'm not huge on them, so I wanted to do a bit of a blue and white theme. Maybe I'll throw in some red with some berries or something on the table, but generally it'll be blue and white, and think of sort of like a bit of a theme to do in the garden. Fingers crossed we have good weather. But I've just been finding some things, like I found some really lovely fabric bunting on Etsy, on Amazon. I can't get my words out today, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me. On Amazon, I found some really lovely navy and white bunting, some linen navy napkins, because I didn't want to go and buy like a whole new tablescapey thing. So I thought just some napkins would work quite well. I've also had a look at some like foliage and bits and bobs like that, so I'll show you those as well. However, let's get into these bags, because I am very intrigued. By the way, I'm wearing my Amazon navy dress, coastal grandma vibes. So in the first bag, we have, oh, it's not what I expected, but I love it. Oh wow. Oh, this is really like nautical vibes. I love this. So it's the same sort of, what's the word, like bandage style bodice, and then the more cotton poplin style skirt. It's kind of an off-white grey, so it's not white like the other one, and then they look like very deep navy stripes on this. This really is, this with a cashmere, cream cashmere jumper, or a grey cashmere jumper, or a navy cashmere jumper, all of the cashmere jumpers over your shoulders. That would be really, really lovely. I just love this dress. It's so great for just throwing on and looking smart, but also like flattering. I get so many compliments whenever I wear these dresses, and they're just a great basic, but now it seems like they're doing some more colorways, which I love, because it's a perfect dress for spring, summer, and especially in the stripe. And ow, owie! Woo. And then this dress, oh, how beautiful. So this is a really lovely linen, blue linen dress. In fact, this would be lovely for a Jubilee garden party. Very simple, with these fluttery little sleeves, round neck, very simple skirt, and a zip back. You could obviously add a belt to this as well, but it's got a lilac-y blue shade to it, and I've got it in the size 0, but I'm also going to try it in the size 2. I don't know why that is, but I am going to do that just to see if it fits correctly. So those are the 2 bits that have arrived from Theory, which is a brand that I'm really, really getting into, I have to say. Really love some of their pieces. I love the simplicity of their designs. Some other things that have arrived today are about 24 Origeron plants that I'm hopefully going to be able to scatter around the garden because I'm obsessed, fully obsessed.
Sausages in the background. So these are the Erigeron. Obviously I've not potted it properly into this lovely aged terracotta pot, but they're very similar to the Saxifraga, but a little bit more wild, and they're ground covering. So I thought actually they look quite cute. I need to clean this side table. I've given this one a clean already, but I'm going to get some of the Erigeron in one of these pots as well. It's just about making it happen and having a little play around, I think. These are the pots on the table out here that I did yesterday. These are actually quite almost fitting for the Jubilee weekend. You could remove the rosemary. It's a bit more purpley than blue, and just add in some little, what are they called, like buds either side in some little bud vases to make it blue and red if you wanted to. I quite like the white and blue theme though, but that's it on the table out here. And then I potted the big one up here, which I actually wanted to get two for either side of there. I'm going to see if I can get two more of these because this is really lovely. This has got the rosemary, no sorry, the thyme, the oregano and the white lavender in there. There's the cake that I made yesterday. I didn't get around to making the lemonade, so I'm going to do that today. And also, what was making that? Oh, it's the dishwasher. Carrie got me a soda stream for Christmas, and that means that I can probably make my lemonade sparkling, which is pretty darn cool, because to have 500 millilitres of sparkling soda water is not something I always have. So I'm gonna give that a go because I want to get that made with the lemons. There are so many new fruits on my lemon tree. So the ones that were on there, I'd obviously inherited from Dalesford when I bought them. But I really wanted to grow my own through my own care of the lemon trees. And I have honestly like nursed these guys back to health. There was one that really suffered because I didn't realize that it wasn't draining properly, and it was sat in stagnant water for a while, which was not good for it, but it is nursing back to health. So it's really lovely. I think I've got about 4 or 5 of my own little green lemons that I have grown myself, which is very cool. So I'm going to use some of the big ones now to make lemonade. What else did I have to do today? I don't know whether to do some more potting though. That is the only thing. I don't really want to get dirty, but I'm having a big like scrubby shower tomorrow. What shall we do? I have also finally unpacked roughly my little gift bag from the Laob team who I had a meeting with the other week. Now the one thing that I didn't even like pay close attention to, and this is something I'm going to test, is Laob is, I said that really funny then, Laob is a organic wine. So I don't think it doesn't have any sulfates in it, but it has a lot less, and it's the sulfates that apparently give you the hangover after wine. So I think I'm going to put one of these in the fridge and I'm going to test it out this weekend. I'm going to drink Laob over everything else because usually I kind of mix and match, have a little bit of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc or something like that. But I'm going to try this because it would be a dream. If I could cure my other headaches, maybe I can cure my little delicate hangover headaches. So we'll give that a try. Oh, cheers. We've also got some of the Laob olive oil, which Ali will love, and we've also got some of their lavender honey, which will be a real treat. And then I believe they have also given me a little pot with a little honeybee on it. I don't know what this is though. Oh, it's a lavender pouch. I was going to say, you don't want to put that in the pot. It seems, I don't know, but that's a little lavender pillow, which is lovely. I'm going to pop that on the door handle actually, because I think that'll be quite, should I pop it on here? Hopefully it'll make our room smell nice and it goes with our room quite nicely. There we go. I thought I would show you myself. So this is one of the little tiny babies that is coming through. I think we've got some other little tiny ones on here somewhere. I did see when I was, ah yeah, look, so we've got this one coming through here. Little baby. Look at the strawbs. I think I'm going to have a bit of a pick of the strawberries because these are doing exceptionally well as well. So this is the one that is just sort of settling. Now, I can't see any new fruits on it. This one was on there before. Oh, I think I can see a little one budding there. So perhaps we will get some more fruit on this one, but this one just kind of needs to chill, take its time, and bed back in. This one has got, minding all of the buggles. The bugs seem to really like the lemon trees, but we've got one there, which is a good size. We've also got another bigger one down here that is just settling in. Do we have any more? Oh, we've got one that looks like it's budding there. Very, very cool to see them do their thing like this and to just settle. The best thing that I did was repotting them in bigger pots. They may well need bigger pots in the future, but they're doing super well in here. I just can't wait to come and collect some strawberries. I think I might do it now, you know, because I don't know if they're completely ready, but they're looking good. And I don't want them to go too far, and so I should probably start picking them. Yeah, let's do it. Well, it's not loads, but it is a start. These are all of the Erigeron that I have ordered in, and they are looking super lovely. So they have sort of like a pinky colour to some of them, and then they go white, but it gives it almost like a confetti feel, and they are just gorgeous. My spring wreath dried out so beautifully, but I think it's time for a new one. I've actually ordered one from Flower Box. It's a Jubilee special, and I think, no Barcolini, no. It's a Jubilee special. I think it's more purple than it is blue. It looks more purple. So I think it will look really nice with the catmint that we've got out of the front of the house, and it will just look really lovely. So yes, so I ordered it from Flower Box, but did it allow me to? Because I also wanted to order these really beautiful silver cup planters with lily of the valley in them. They were so beautiful, and they don't deliver to my blooming postcode. Yes, so the Jubilee wreath will arrive on the 5th. So it's the start of the Jubilee weekend, but I think the colour just works really well. I'll pop a picture of it on screen at the moment so that you can see it, because it obviously won't arrive in this vlog, but it's very, very cute. Ali is obviously down in London at the moment, not down in London, in Brighton. So I've got the evening to myself. I'm going to pop some bits away because the house always has like a little bit, it's always a little bit kind of dishevelled at the end of the day. But yeah, and then we're going to make some lemonade. So I've used my soda stream. I've got the 500 millilitres of soda water here. I've got my lemons, and let's find my recipes. Oh, I'm not even connected to my cookie dough. So 2 to 3 lemons, unpeeled and halved. Let's get crack-a-lacking on that then, shall we? Peeled and halved. Okie dokie. What, my lovely boys? What are you doing? Are you being a silly boy? You can't eat lemons, although you do love eating lemon leaves, don't you? You happy boys down there. I'm gonna do 3 lemons because I think we'll like it quite lemony. Although this is quite a big one. We can always add more soda water. I don't want it to be too sweet. Ali loves the homemade lemonade at Soho Farmhouse. I think it's a little bit sweet, so I just like to soften it a little bit. I cannot imagine 100 grams of caster sugar. Do we have caster sugar? Ay, carambini. To put some on the shopping list. Okay, so I don't like it when it's too fast. I don't know why. You'll always notice whenever I'm making something in my Thermomix, I walk away. Barkley, you've had enough food. I had to hold that then, and I didn't like that. Ooh, insert simmering basket, hey? Okie dokie. Oh, lemony. Oh, interesting. Hold simmering basket in place
with spatula and strain into a jug. Well, I think I'm going to find out how this goes. Let's get it into some jugs and then we'll see. Well, it certainly looks like lemonade. Wow. I think. Ooh. Feels like there should have been more liquid than that, considering that was 3 lemons, but right. Let's stop umming and ahhing. Let's try it. I'm going to try a little sip and pop it over ice and see if it needs A, more water, or B, more sugar. Oh, I hate this jug. Don't even waste it because it's so valuable. Pop you up there so you can actually see me. Oh, mon Dieu. Oh, wow. See, that's too sweet for me. Oh, and if the freezer open, everything's beeping. Also very sour. I think I can add more soda water to that. And then I can bottle it. Whenever I get these bottles, I save them. Usually I put water in them, but this is going to be perfect for my lemonade as long as I can get this. I feel like if I do this, and then more of this. Probably need to give it a little bit of a shake. Well, I think I could have made my soda water a bit fizzier, to be honest, because it feels like it's lost a little bit of its fizziness. Not very fizzy. That over ice is going to be so delicious. I just wonder where the fizz has gone. I never know if I've done it enough, because I don't actually know how you use this. I'm going to ask Miss Grayson, she always knows what to do. Well, I've devoured some dinner, some lemon drizzle cake, and... Are you joking? Why are you following me? Honestly, you are stuck to me like glue. It is miserable outside, and Ali has left me without any logs in the log basket. Listen to the sound of the rain. Fabulous weather if you're a duck. Oh. But I have had some parcels arrive, which are from my Amazon orders. I'm not sure if there's going to be much of the Jubilee bits and pieces that I ordered, but we'll have a look. So this is the bunting that I ordered. I'm not sure. So this is the navy one, because I wanted to go with kind of like a, oh, I think it could work, you know. Instead of just going typical English flags, I thought I'd go for the colour scheme of the English flag instead. What do you think? So do like a white and blue with a touch of red. What's in this one? I didn't want to go ahead and like buy an entirely new tablescape because blue isn't really my thing. So I thought I'd look at some other bits, like just some little tidbits that I could introduce and style up differently. But I did end up buying a few different styles of bunting. Because I quite like bunting, and they have some really lovely fabric bunting on Amazon. Like these are all different floral. Can you see that? Like you've got some little gingham in there. You've got some little paisley florals. So this will just be lovely no matter what, really. This one I don't like. This is supposed to be like a green one, but that's a really vibrant green, so I'll send that back. Bunting galore. And this is a pink one that looks quite nice. See, I really liked that one, but I'm not sure on the others whichever ones I don't use, I'll send back. Oh, see, that's just the bag that it goes in. That's not even the... Oh, how sad. Does it have that floral on it? Yeah, it does. So it has the floral. It's very like tea party vibes. This would be a strawberry and rosé party bunting. See, I love this one. This is so cute. So there are some cute ones. I think I'll keep that. It's got lemons as well. A little lemon bunting. So I definitely keep those two. So this is very similar to the other one. Lots of pink, a little bit of green gingham in there. So you could use both of these together, I think. So I'll keep those both as well, because I think they're quite nice. And then we have one more. Sadly, my navy linen napkins are not arriving until tomorrow. So I may be able to... Oh, I ordered 2 of the same. So that's good, because then I can use them both. So I've got lots of pink, which probably isn't for this weekend, but at least now I've got a good selection of bunting, which is good. I'll link these all in the description box down below. I might order a few more of these. What do you think of the blue? Or do you think I should just go with the flags? I don't know. It might look a bit like a boy's birthday party. Do you mind not humping right next to me? Porter, constantly pinning Barkley to the floor. Look at this. And Barkley is literally like biting his ears. Why are you crying, Porter? Oh, Porter, you are such a crybaby. Good evening, everyone. I have spent the majority of the evening on the sofa doing a little bit of reading. I'm still working my way through. My husband is home very soon, but I'm still working my way through The French Gardener. So was Barkley, by the looks of things. If you can't see, he has chewed my book, but thankfully I think it's still fully readable. Yes, Barkley has a penchant for devouring books. That's the only thing. He doesn't go for shoes. He doesn't go for Hermes belts, like one little sausage did once. But he does like to go for books. So he managed to get this off the sofa and chew it. And he just got up, bless him. Barkley likes to sleep under the sofa. Porty is very much on the sofa. I was just here with Lumi on my lap, by the way, but Barkley got up and he was like, "Mummy, I need the toilet." And he ran to the back door, and I knew that he was getting ready to go on the floor, because when he saw me, he was like tail between his legs. Because actually it's a lot later than usual. Usually we're in bed 2 hours ago, but I've waited up for Ali. Don't ask me why, probably because I've used as an excuse to read more. And so he was like, "Hold on a minute, usually you've put me out for the toilet here and you haven't." So he ran to the back door, and now he's taken himself to sleep. It's so wonderful, like seeing and just getting to know their little personalities. What you can't see is that this is Porter. You just see the outline of his ear there. But yeah, it's so funny because we didn't obviously get a dog for such a long time, and you think of all of the like sacrifices that you'll have to make. Like obviously Ali and I can't go as like many places. We don't travel as much anymore because first of all we miss Lumi and the boys so much. But Lumi was always like, she's a bit different in the sense that she's very needy with us, but it's obviously not like the boys. Like if I move anywhere, the boys just follow me. And so with the 3 of them together, we're just like, we know that we make sacrifices now for them. And even today I have I've got some trips coming up, but then there's another trip after one of the trips, and I really, really wanted to go on it. It's to a hotel that I just know that I'll love, a hotel here in England that I know that I'll love, and I can't go. I know I can't go because it's not fair on them, and B, it's just not really the lifestyle that I sort of crave anymore. Like this just sitting in my living room, and it's really funny how you like, I don't know why this is making me emotional. How weird. The weirdest things make me emotional nowadays. Like look, why am I crying? Honestly. But I think it's just like, it's such a weird thing to think you want something
for years and years and years, and every so often now, like I'll see someone that's doing what I thought I wanted for such a long time, and I'll get that like pang of like FOMO. And it's so funny, sometimes like it will consume me, like I'll get that feeling of FOMO and I'll be like, oh my god, like I'm not doing enough, I'm not doing this, that and the other. And then I'll speak to like Ali or Carrie, and they'll be like, Lydia, break down that thing that you think you want to be doing, break it down, look at it, and break down all of the things that you would have to be doing if you were doing that thing, and tell me if you still want to do it. And every single time I'm like, no, that isn't what I want. That isn't what I want out of life. And I think that that's so important to continually ask yourself. Like, I need to be reminded sometimes, but like continually ask yourself what is actually making you happy and what just looks good, because I fall into that trap so much. And every time I talk about this thing, I'll get comments that's like, just because you're not picked to do any of these things, you're this, that and the other. And it's like, that just, even if that was the case, or if like that's remotely true, it doesn't matter, because the sentiment is still the same. I've learned and really decided that I want to do more of something different to what I used to do, and I'm convinced that I don't have to do certain things in order to one day or continue to have the life that I love. And so it's very, very interesting for me as someone before the pandemic who did not stop, and like my feet barely touched the ground, and to now be sat here on the sofa surrounded by my children, essentially, reading a book, and reading a book that I'll probably finish, gosh, I've read a lot, that I'll probably finish this week, and then I'll pick up another book, and I'll have time. And in the mornings I have time to like walk around the garden, and I have time to make lemonade, and I didn't used to have that time. And I know that obviously time is a luxury, and it's what you kind of hope for when you're working for things, but even when I was like working really hard, I didn't have time. And I don't know what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I just talk to you guys and I just, yeah, I don't know, I just brain fart about things. But it's so weird to be sat here with this little shrimp who keeps farting and just thinking, I have never, it's gonna make me cry again, but I have never been this happy. And I'm just sat here on a sofa with some animals in a book. Isn't that fun? And that is my husband coming home. So I'm going to leave this here. Good night.